can't say the kitchen, but we're not gonna cook here. We're just gonna be shit here.
No, yeah.
that's that's
You guys still do know the name of it of the podcast, right?
No, I know. It's the Philosophers podcast because the acronym's PP.
Yeah. All right. Bam, bam. Oh no, we just did 3, 2, 1. 3, 2,
Oh
1.
hell no!
3, 2, 1. Oh, welcome back, guys.
That was perfect. That was a perfect intro.
What you mean perfect? We didn't even say nothing.
Exactly. It's so stupid.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, and then you were like, "No, that's stupid," and then I was like, "Oh hell no!" And then that's how it starts. And you should have like some drums crashing and like shit
All right,
falling down.
guys, welcome back to the Philosophers Podcast. This is your host, your three hosts, Jonathan, Uzi, and Rodrigo. Now here we
Yeah.
have, now it's the three of us. We're gonna be covering conspiracy theories here. So we're gonna
That's
be telling
right.
us. So right before we go into the conspiracy theories, we're gonna be telling you guys three interesting facts about ourselves. I guess who wants to start here first? Okay, guys, I'll
Yeah,
start
I
here
don't know.
first. Three interesting facts about me. I eat, sleep, and drink. Thank you.
What the freak, man?
Anybody else? Who's gonna go next?
Rod, go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Hi guys, my name is Rod. I guess or Rodrigo. You can call me Rod. Three interesting facts about myself is that I also drink, eat, and sleep. I guess I like to draw. I like photography, and that's it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and I love my girlfriend. That's it.
Oh, hell no.
Oh hell yeah. Okay,
Alright,
continue.
guys. Um, my name is Uziel, but y'all can call me Uzi. And you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but three interesting facts about me are that I sleep, eat, and drink. Yeah.
So, first conspiracy theory that we're covering, a short one, but a very big one, is the big pharma conspiracy theories. For those who don't know, the do the big pharma conspiracy is do big pharmaceutical companies suppress vaccines and cures so that they can get money from treatments. So, what do you guys think about that? Do big pharmaceutical companies actually prevent vaccines and cure from cancers and other stuff so they can just get money from that?
I think that big company pharmacies like could be doing that as like for business profit and shit, but it is very unethical and immoral.
All right. What about you, Rod?
That's it. That's it.
Got it?
Yeah,
Uh,
nothing else to say. Yes, yes, they do. No, well, obviously they do. I think that what's it called? Big pharmaceutical companies basically control everything. They can control health. They literally control health industries, and they make so much money, especially here in the United States, selling medicine at such high prices. Hospitals are owned by corporations. It's just a big way to make profit. And basically, if you don't die of the illness, you'll die from the bills. Yeah.
yeah, especially when things like, let's see, tampons, fucking prescription drugs, all those be like hella expensive. Even like those uh pens that people use for I don't know, asthma, or I don't know what other
Oh yes, the EpiPens.
EpiPens,
Yes,
yeah.
EpiPens, yeah.
definitely. Like if you don't have one of those, like you die, and they're like $400 per pen. That's so stupid.
Yeah, you cook.
All right.
That,
So, for the big question here, do big pharmaceutical companies suppress vaccines and cures so they can get more money from treatment? I think it's a big resounding yes. All right, yes.
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
All
Oh,
right,
and
yes.
then I'm reading up on this, and it's saying that the U.S. government created AIDS to kill gays and black people.
I would.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the part where they might have created AIDS to kill gays and black people, but what the freak?
Tell me, Lucy, do you believe that theory that the government created AIDS?
Yeah.
All right, then let's go on to the next conspiracy theory here. The Mandela effect. You guys know what the Mandela effect is?
Yes.
All right.
Somewhat.
For those who don't know, the Mandela effect is basically some effect where you remember seeing something a long time ago when it's like really not. For example, like the Mr. Monopoly monocle. Apparently, Mr. Monopoly did not have a monocle. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, he
I
doesn't.
but he does, or he did.
No, he never had it.
Yes, he did.
No, he never had.
Yes, he did.
No, he never had. That's the Mandela effect.
No, you're the Mandela effect. What you mean?
Or like when George the monkey has a tail or not.
No, okay, he never had a tail.
I thought you did.
But you would think so because he's a monkey.
No, because he's a freaking chimpanzee.
And okay, so it's very, very specific.
Chimpanzees don't
Alright,
have
bro.
tails.
No! They're
What?
chimps. They're apes. Chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, these are all apes. So they can't have, or no, actually, chimpanzees are primate. Doesn't matter. But the point is that these animals don't have tails. They're like us.
Also, like
And
that's something from the Mandela effect.
No, I don't
Yeah.
ever remember seeing Curious George with a tail.
Now, straight
okay,
up, if you show me an image of Curious George with a tail, I'd be like, yeah, yeah, that's real.
there's one where it's the Pikachu's tail, that the black, the thing on Pikachu's
Yeah.
tail. That's a
Okay, you
Mandela
see
effect.
that definitely there definitely was a black stripe on Pikachu's tail.
Or how Looney Tunes is not actually spelled, like
Double O.
TOONS. Yeah, double O's. It actually spelled just tunes. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, Mr. Monopoly never had a monocle. What are you on about?
What was the Mr. Pringles Mandela effect?
The Mr. Pringles Mandela effect. I believe the Mr. Pringles Mandela effect is. Oh yeah, that it had a monocle too.
It's because I guess we relate that like nice bushy mustache to the monocle.
Yeah, the elitist,
Yeah. Bourgeoisie.
the bourgeoisie.
The who?
But anyways, there's some people in in the Mandela theory that the Mandela effect is just a parallel universe that comes together to get this phenomenon.
Oh, mames.
What?
Bruh,
You think it's completely cap or what?
it's straight up cap.
Why, Uzi? You
Oh,
don't
because
support. You don't. Okay, you don't support the multiverse theory.
uh, well, I haven't seen or heard of enough evidence to believe it.
What about you? It's also fact to you, Rod.
What that? It's not a paradox.
Yes, they don't come. That the Mandela effect don't come from other parallel universes.
I don't think they come from parallel universes. What I think is that the government just changes things like straight up, and like they literally just like toy with us to see what we will believe, and like if they get enough people to believe it, then everybody believes it. Like if the government really wanted to, they could make 1 plus 1 equal 5, and if they make enough people believe it, we just live with that for the rest of our lives. So I don't think it's no paradox thing. I just think it's like the government going back in history and tweaking stuff just so like just to confuse us, just to screw with us, just to see how much they can change, and that will go unnoticed.
What is bro yapping
Hmm.
about? All right.
Okay, I don't know about all that. Like, I think we're just tweaking as humans, and when we think back to something, we're like, oh yeah, like add all these characteristics. But then when we like actually look at it, it's like, oh, never mind, we were wrong. It could be
Yeah.
that simple, or it could be as complicated as what Rob just said.
And that is not that complicated, bro.
Okay, that was complicated.
It was that complicated.
Yeah, I'm sure that
It's
the
it's a simple aspect. If I wanted to rule the world with a group of elite people, I'd go back and slowly tweak stuff.
That's you, Rob.
I'm sure that the government would love to change the Mr. Monopoly did at a monocle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's something that they would do,
And
you know.
there's even bigger problems to fix.
Yeah, I'm sure they would love to add the hyphen in Kit Kat.
Oh yeah. Wait,
There
is
was
there
a
a
hyphen
hyphen?
in Kit Kat.
No,
Is there a hyphen?
there was no hyphen in Kit
Yes,
Kat.
there was. Yes, there was.
Search up a Kit Kat bar right now, and you're not finding anything. You're not.
Because they erased it. They
No, there
erased
isn't.
it.
There isn't a hyphen.
Bro, there literally is.
No,
Look.
there never has been. There never has been.
There always has been. They just took it away. What do you mean? They literally.
Why would they take it away? For what
Why
purpose?
wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
The chocolate bar.
It's a yeah, it's a chocolate bar, bro.
How about the Cheez Its thing? Right? It used to be Cheez Its.
The cheese it.
Cheez Its. It used to be Its.
I'm not sure about that one, bro. I think it's just that we always added an extra C when or an S when we say it. Like, hey, you want some Cheez Its? But it was always a cheese it.
I've never really eaten cheeses, so I pay attention to like the logo. I mean,
No, that thing, that food is actually trash. I don't even need it to.
cheeses?
Cheez
Oh,
Its.
they're disgusting, man.
I don't think they're half bad, to be honest.
We're gonna skip a few of the theories I have here. Let's talk about a philosophy here, a philosophy break. What's the
Okay.
possibility of what precedes that? Or what
Of
precedes
what?
that? The possibility of what precedes that to you. What do you think? After you die, what do you think is gonna happen? Or what do you think is
Oh.
gonna happen to you?
Mm, well, if you're religious, you go to heaven or hell.
So that's what you think, or what do you think for yourself?
I think I'll go with that. That there's a heaven and hell.
Or
We'll try and do good in this world.
what about you, Rod? What do you think?
Well, I think, similarly to Uzi, I think that I would go to heaven or hell, right? Depending on what God judges me fit for. Um, I also believe that for those who are not religious, they would descend into whatever they do believe in, whatever it may be, whether it's just like abyss or maybe reincarnation, because maybe that's what they believe in, right? So I think that those are possibilities. Maybe they just restart the game in a different body.
You know what I think is in heaven? I feel like it's gonna be like you guys played Roblox?
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
there's gonna be a bunch of little games there. You can either sit in the lobby and just wait, or you can like choose to reincarnate. You can haunt. You can live your life in a role play simulator. I think a lot of stuff
Hmm.
can be cool in heaven, bro. What I think, especially, what was I thinking yesterday, bro? Yeah, I was thinking like you go down, you can like possess a bird, and then poop on your neighbors or something. That'll go crazy in heaven.
Imagine.
Will God banish me to earth or hell? Probably, but it'll be worth it, bro. Anyways, that's what I
And
think heaven is. What do you guys think?
and then speaking of reincarnation, like how Rod said, there has been like cases of like kids that like just know a bunch of stuff from like World War II or something, and they've never even seen
Yeah,
anything about World War
yeah,
II
just
or
like
Yeah,
documentary, and
what's that
yet they
one
know
kid?
a lot about it.
Yeah, like that one case. I don't know what it's called. Someone should search it up. But like where he like just fully describes and they take him to the museum and he's like, "Oh yeah, that was my plane" or something. And I was like, "Damn,
that is
Yeah,
have y'all
crazy.
seen?"
no, yeah, I've seen it. Apparently, this boy relieves past a World War II fighter pilot, and I think like they went as far as like him going to the pilot's like family, and apparently like he even knew details about like their house and photographs and things like that.
Mm,
So that's interesting.
that's cool.
Reincarnation.
That's pretty cool. I think that's like a, but to me, that sounds like a very sad afterlife, I guess, because that's not even like an afterlife. That's just like a, hey,
What?
continue, you know?
Well, no, it
Mm.
depends. Like if it's a child that gets reincarnated after like getting brutally run over, like at the 12-year old, I wouldn't mind getting reincarnated. I'll be like, bro, what kind of a life was that? I only lived 12 years.
No,
Yeah,
definitely. But like
that's
for
true.
somebody that's had a fulfilling life, that's like
Well, yeah, if it's a
having.
fulfilling life, then yeah. Unless they hated their life, then yeah, I guess go ahead and restart. Do whatever you feel is best.
Give me a
And
minute. I'm
apparently,
munching on a fruit roll up.
when that kid was like a child, he would have like nightmares of like the battlefield, and when he would wake up, he would like wake up screaming like plane on fire, because he was a fighter pilot.
I
So I
see.
mean, how can you really like, I guess, not say that that's reincarnation or prove it? I don't know.
Let me run a counter.
Yeah.
Let me bring a counter argument here. What if the kid? It's a child's imagination, bro. Sometimes child's
Oh, well, it's
imaginations are
very
wild.
specific to a real guy's like life,
Yeah. No, definitely.
like a
Well,
little too specific.
yeah. In Greek mythology, the afterlife for the Greeks, or in their mythology, anyways, was that if you would have a good life, right? If the judges of the underworld would deem that you had a good life, you would get sent to the fields of Elysium, which you had a choice to reincarnate, and you would, if you had three good lives, you would go into the highest Elysium. But you just have choices to like, oh, I could go back up, right? Because I want to try again and reach for a better position. So I think that like Johnny said, like if you just live like a crap life, like where everything was unfair, you have the chance to incarnate. So I think that may be what happens there. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
So on to the next conspiracy theory. That we got our philosophy segment done out of the way. Let's see, guys. We can talk about. Oh yeah, the hollow Earth theory, boys.
Hell no.
So let's see. To
Oh,
start
what?
off,
Hollow Earth?
yeah, to start off, it's this theory where in the North and South Pole, like in the top and very bottom of the planet, there's actually like an Earth inside. So if you go down there, there's an Earth on the inside of Earth. You get what I
There's
mean?
an Earth inside of Earth.
Yeah, that's where Atlantis, the mythical creatures that we see are all there, bro. So
Oh,
basically during World War II, you know how Adolf Hitler was like a big fan of the Antarctica. He actually
uh-huh.
believed he actually believed in the hollow earth theory. So he sent a bunch of stuff there, and then after the Second World War, like the United States sent an admiral. He went to Antarctica after the World War II, and basically he came back and he was like, "Broskies, I found something," and the government told him to not say a single word. And then yeah, he spent his whole life living in like a shack because they kicked him out of the his his position and everything. So yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, like I'm seeing an image of what it would look like, and apparently the entrance to it will only be like 500 miles, like in depth to the ground, and boom, you're in the other world.
Oh yeah, 500 miles entrance. Oh yeah, that's how it's very fucking long there. But yeah,
And then
like Adolf Hitler, a bunch of global leaders, and even like ancient tribes that talk about it or like try to find them. And
That's interesting. Is that where like Hollow Earth and like the Monsterverse comes from? Like Godzilla universe?
oh yeah, basically yeah, Godzilla takes inspiration from that theory with the big ass monsters like King Kong, Godzilla.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
oh, and then like I've heard like a long time ago, like about how do so many cultures that have never interacted all like depict like similar creatures like dragons or stuff like that.
Oh, so are you saying that like dragons and stuff like that might be real or might have been alive at some point?
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, and they're all located back in like either or dead or in Hollow Earth.
Yeah, like well, I guess like as the Earth's temperatures decreased and there was less oxygen in the surface, every like large animal and like living being retreated back into, I guess, their cave.
Mm, yeah, that's basically what the Hollow Earth theory is about. What about you, Uzi? Anything else you want to add?
Um, I mean, I don't really know much about this Hollow Earth, but I mean, it could be real. I don't think so. I think it's a little bullshit, but
Yeah, yeah, I do doubt there's like a fucking planet
like a whole
inside of
nother
Earth.
planet inside of ours, like come on.
It seems very unbelievable, especially like because like quote unquote science says that there's magma and layers of crust and whatever this and whatever that, and like
Mhm.
I'm guessing somehow they must have gotten, unless it's like a wormhole type of deal, then I could believe it. But then wormholes are literally scientifically impossible, at least to our laws of physics. So seems very unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is
All
true.
right.
All right, guys. So, and the theory between the Hollow Earth theory, is it real or is it not real? What do you guys think?
It's not real.
Cap,
Biggest cap?
The biggest
All
cap
right,
I've heard
guys.
all day.
biggest cap, yeah.
The biggest cap you guys heard all day. All right. So, let's see. I have more conspiracy theories, but do you guys have any other conspiracy theories that you want to share?
I have personal experience with this one, the round Earth. I mean, the flat Earth, flat Earth.
Oh, you think the Earth is flat, right?
No, fuck no. My dad thinks the Earth is flat.
Oh, okay. Well, I think this one's cap because have you seen that one video where a flat earther is trying to prove the Earth is flat and it ends up being round?
Yeah, like he tried proving it with like a laser and like with like a large distance, and they're like, if all this lines up, then the Earth should be flat, and it didn't line up. So like, huh? And then when they tried to align it to prove the round Earth, then it worked. So they kind of just like
Yeah.
they
No,
they
apparently
proved
they
themselves
wasted
wrong.
like thousands of dollars just to make sure, like, to see if
Yeah,
the Earth is flat too.
That was so funny. Like, because they just once again proved that the Earth is a rough sphere.
yeah. And also,
Yeah.
like, sunsets wouldn't be possible with a flat Earth because in the regular Earth, like we spin, or like the Earth spins towards the east, so that's how the sun appears to be setting in the west. But in the flat Earth, there wouldn't be no such thing as sunsets. Instead, like the sun would just slowly, I guess, become smaller and smaller and smaller until like you can't see it. But of course, that's not how the sun looks like. So clearly, it's capped.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, I used to think the moon landing was fake.
Oh yeah, that's too.
Yes, I was like very, very passionate about it too. Because look, my reasoning was how come we were able to go to the moon, land, and take astronauts up there? And like that was like years ago when technology and all this stuff was much, much less advanced, right? So I was like, this is stupid. It was just like let's put on a set or whatever. And once
That's
it
what I
comes,
also believe because with the flat Earth theory, there's also like apparently it's we're in a dome and nothing can like escape out of it. So things like the Voyager spacecrafts or satellites and the moon landing, like all that is bullshit, fake,
you see,
supposedly.
but now like it seems okay. So, Miss Salinas, shout out to Miss Salinas. She explained this to me. Well, back then we were so unbelievably focused on this. Um, she explained that we dumped basically all of our money into space research, and all of that money we completely withdraw it with like terrorist attack, the wars, everything that like happened. We withdrew all of our funding from it, so which would explain like, hey, look, we can't progress in this field because we have no funding for this. So that makes sense to me now because it's like, oh yeah, well we used to be able to spend money on everything. Now we can't.
Yeah, no, the
You
reason
know?
yeah, the reason why they haven't gone to the moon is because yeah, it's expensive and they already been to the moon once. It's basically like a level map and that's it, bro. You
Yeah,
go
like
there and
what
you
else are you gonna
fucking backflip off the moon, I guess.
do?
That's
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's why
okay. Question:
mhm.
Do y'all think like we will ever need to explore space more than the moon,
Oh
like
yeah,
Mars type of stuff?
oh yeah, that's why people like you know, let's say
Musk?
yeah, NASA and
The
even
Musk,
Elon Musk are like already planning to go to Mars because Earth's
yeah.
basically already going to shit, so might as well go to a different one to make it shit too.
Ooh, okay. Look, how about this? COVID
Well, it's
19
almost
was
like
created.
it's a backup plan, like in case like the Earth gets destroyed by like World War III or something. Then we we could like relocate humans to Mars to continue
All the
our
rich people in Mars,
civilization. Oh no, it's just the people who can afford your ticket.
all the rich people in Mars.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about like that COVID 19 was created to reduce world population because of that reason? Or like just like disasters like those are orchestrated by government in order to reduce our ever growing population. How much do we hit? Um, 9 or 8 billion?
Yeah, we hit like 8 billion.
Yeah.
What do I think about that? Well, COVID
It's
nineteen did
interesting.
a bit of a job. It should have killed a lot more people if it
Yeah,
wasn't
like
for
it didn't
stigma.
kill as many people as perhaps the government would have like intended.
No,
This is
It's
true
only killed
because
like what, a couple
I don't.
millions?
Yeah, I don't. We say that like it's a small number, but
Oh,
yeah, like in order
it's
to
not because
cause like actual world defining damage that would help Earth regain its like natural resources and stuff, it need to kill like a couple billion, more than a couple billion.
or like 500 million, close to a billion.
Well, to be honest, yeah, the COVID-19 did like 7 million is like it's a lot, but not compared to other diseases like the Spanish influenza that killed like 50 million. Well, that's if the government did
The
that.
Oh,
Black Death.
the Black Death killed like half of Europe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think any government would had a fault in that one.
Yeah, no,
No,
but still, like in comparison, the damage that um
that those
COVID
pandemics
did,
did is nothing compared to COVID.
yeah, no.
No, like yeah, like even the Spanish influenza, Black Death, and other diseases, they're like way more than like COVID-19. Just because we had
Yeah.
Also, because like our medicine, like that helped us a
yeah,
lot.
I was about to say yeah, we have it's more technological advance and yeah, more medicine.
Did y'all ever hear about those cases where like pharmacists would like people would go take the test or like schedule an appointment to take a test and then they never went and then the people who didn't go would get tests and then they'd be like, "Hey, you're positive," and then they'd be like, "Well, I never got tested."
Hmm.
I've never heard about
I never,
that one.
I never heard of that.
Eh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
never.
it does sound. I feel like you have told me about that, but I've never
Yeah,
really
like one of my
looked into
mom's
that.
friends, one of my mom's friends that happened to her and like she was like, "What the freak?" Cuz like she never went and she got told you're positive and she was just confused because how is she going to be positive if she didn't test, you know?
Well, it depends. Like,
So, what would be the point of like pharmacies doing that?
so you can
This
waste more money, maybe.
spread fear, I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then again, what's it called? Another well, my mom, her friend her friend's friend is a doctor. Um he also said that like a bunch of stuff was like useless, like the vaccines. There was no need for those vaccines. Like if he was like, "You'll recover," and like if you die, you die.
No, yeah, like you'll recover because I'm not vaccinated, like for COVID. I never was, and I've gotten sick. You know, like I've been infected, and like I mean, I lived. Like it's not that deep.
Yeah, I mean, also it's because well, you're young, right?
Yeah,
And I guess it might have been necessary for the younglings, not the younglings, the oldies, because they struggle, right? Their immune system is already not like at
no,
our
yeah.
level.
Like my grandma, like she was already like sick with like I don't know, like blood pressure or diabetes or something, and I think she got sick with COVID and she passed away.
That's the
So
thing. Yeah, old
Yeah,
people
that's
just
so sad.
are not as
yeah,
as strong as they used to. They do probably need more the medicine than compared to young adults and kids.
Yeah,
Like the ones that are more like to be heavily
at
impacted
risk.
by a disease is probably like babies and yeah,
yeah,
very old
babies
people.
and the very old,
Yeah,
or just the old that are already sick.
yeah. Right.
This one's a good one. The clown sightings. Remember in 2016 when like
Oh,
thousands
the
of
killer
people,
clowns.
yeah, thousands of people dressed in clowns, they just appeared in the US. Not one person ever
Yeah,
came forward, nor any plans came or any plans made to cause this. They just showed up and left.
yeah. That was so interesting because I was in I went to school in Galveston during that school year
Mm-hmm.
when like all that was happening, and yeah, like it was very interesting. And apparently, at my dad's workplace, some guy came in a clown dress and they like arrested him or something.
No, it was scary, bro. Just like, well, how
Yeah,
old
it
were
was
we? We
straight
were
up.
in
It
elementary,
was.
and just
Yeah,
hearing about that, that clown sightings were everywhere in the U.S. and all they do is just stare at you, and then either they chase you with like a weapon or stuff, and
yeah,
Well, I'm reading here on Wikipedia, so don't trust me, that the first one was a marketing stunt for a horror film.
you
what
think really?
the movie of 2016 it came out during that year, but
Yeah, that's true.
if it's a marketing stunt, the first clown should have been wearing how it wears. But other than that, that's it.
Yeah, right.
I don't think any clowns were like because I did went into some research that the first clown like you know did not look nothing like the clown from it. So it's just like boom bam beam. They just came out and no nothing was said upon that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah, like for me, it's so surprising that no one in the internet say anything. It just happened, and everyone was like, "I
yeah, right. Like just out of nowhere, like all these like killer clowns just pulling up out of nowhere, and like I mean, it was yeah.
yeah." Like when I was younger, I was like, "Man, if I see a killer clown, I already have to have like a strategy. I gotta have my weapon already. I gotta be prepared just in case."
No, for real. Like this one time, like I think it was around that time, like 2016, maybe even 2017, and like I went to a party and like this guy came in dressed as a clown, but it was like a party clown, right? But I
Hmm.
was like, man, if that guy tries anything funny, I'm gonna rock his shit. I'm gonna beat him up. And I was like a 9, 10 year old. Like I wasn't gonna do shit, but but that was like what I was thinking. I was like, man,
That's funny.
that guy's a coming
I think
fucking killer clown.
yeah, I think the reason why the phobia of clowns is now like a lot bigger, probably because of that scene that event that happened in the United States. It even happened in a bunch of places across like the world. I remember seeing some
Yeah.
in like Serbia, Romania, Eastern Europe, and even in like in some
Yeah,
Asian parts. It went hella crazy, bro.
it did went hella crazy.
It was an
Imagine
actual
if
phenomenon there.
imagine if that's the reason, like because of Stephen King's It movie, or like or like the killer John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, the Killer Clown went crazy. It was probably that. It's like such a influential movie because it's made by Stephen Hawk. Stephen, no, not Stephen Hawking. Who the fuck is the
Stephen King.
Stephen King?
Yeah, Stephen King.
Stephen Hawking's the fucking disabled guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
All right then. So the clown
yeah.
sighting.
The
That's
clown sightings
it
very
goes
interesting.
very it goes crazy. Goes crazy. 10 out of 10. I wouldn't mind seeing another phenomenon like that again.
Honestly, yeah, like I wouldn't mind like another like killer clown epidemic.
Killer Clown Strike Back.
Yeah,
Oh
imagine
hell no.
guys,
But
we'll start it. We'll dress up like clowns.
I don't
Tear
think
each
I
other.
remember. But yeah, in addition, like for the Killer Clowns, I don't remember seeing anything like people getting hurt or injured. I think, or like getting
Well,
actually
I just
killed by it.
read right now. Same thing, Wikipedia. So I wouldn't really know to trust it or not. There was an organized purge attack that was supposed to happen that Halloween, Halloween Eve, and a Floridian family was attacked by like a approximately 20 clown masks or people in clowns that were like from the purge, quote unquote.
It's
But yeah,
probably
Mm,
that's probably some
yeah,
KKK thing,
I
bro.
am getting that
For a
thinking.
Salvadorian family.
so Floridian,
For it, know.
yes, right here in the U.S.
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah,
But like now that I remember, the people did get hurt from it, or like the clowns or the person, but not the not killed by it. Not that I know of.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've seen like YouTube videos where like oh there's a clown running and he starts like charging at him and the guy just pulls out a blicky and is like,
yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
saw that
no,
one.
f around and find out, and the clown freaking finds out.
Oh, I did see that one.
And then it
I
just
mean, like,
cuts when like it goes off, you know.
well, like for sure, some of the killer clowns like were legit, and probably the majority were just like to joke around, right?
Probably like
What do you mean? Like you think that some are actually like trying to harm people?
Yeah, no, for sure.
there
You know,
probably is like a percentage there because how people are these days. Like if they
Oh
see
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, like if they
I think the
see
world has become so much more wretched.
yeah,
like if they see a bunch of people wearing masks, no one knows their identity. Yeah, I'm sure people will fucking go crazy during during that time.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then like during that time, like I would hope that like one day like I would see a killer clown. Like maybe I was in like a road trip back to like the car, and I would just see one like the side of the road or something. But nope, and I never saw one in person, y'all.
No, not
No.
that I know of. I also felt the same way. I was like, man,
Like,
I
it'd be
wouldn't say
so
like
cool to see one. Right?
it would be cool, but after that, it would be just be hella terrifying.
Oh yeah,
But
so
yeah, apparently there's also like near Las Vegas or like in Nevada, there's a killer. There's not well, not a killer clown. It's a clown motel, and it was crazy. Not gonna lie, it's like haunted apparently. And yo, if we ever go to Las Nevadas or Nevada, let's go, bro. We gotta go. Instead of going to a luxurious hotel in Las Vegas, we go to like a fucking clown motel,
a haunted hotel.
a haunted clown motel. It also has there's like a graveyard too, like near it. So
Oh, a motel.
yeah, it's a motel.
Oh, it's even worse because like that's just like yeah.
You're just
There is
like
no
asking.
lobby. There is no reception. It's just like someone can just straight up go to your room and kill you.
Yeah, and then there's some rooms where like people have been killed in it too.
Oh
Yeah, no,
damn.
you're asking for it when, if you're trying to stay at a motel. What's it called? I was on a road trip when I was younger because I used to be in karate. And what's it called? We were coming back from Tennessee, and it was like in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and we stopped at a motel, and I didn't get off, right? But I just stayed in the car. But like when everyone came back from from I guess visiting the place where you get like oh hey I want to stay here, um they were like, yeah, the lady had long red nails and there was like red stuff on the walls and like the place looks bad, and I was like, oh hell no, we are not staying in here. So I just cried and we left.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Better response.
Yes. I was like 6, I think, and I was like, oh hell no, I'm not trying to stay here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When we were
Interesting.
younger, we had good intuition, bro. We knew what was good.
Yeah. Like hotels are so much better,
Yes,
especially
bro.
like on trips like swimming and shit. Like yeah, so hot.
Yeah,
That's beyond the point.
but yeah,
Back to the
Clown Motel will go crazy to be honest. But we probably won't. Like if we go there, it's probably gonna be full because of tourists. Because it's such a famous place too.
yeah.
Like, I think that places like that lose that scare factor when there's so many people,
Hmm.
Yeah, like if there's a lot of people, like it's not that scary.
It just feels like super chill and like, oh, we're all vibing here because we're all trying to like be goofy. I think that it's like gets really scary when it's like
In the middle of the
not
night.
Only
completely. Yeah, when it's isolated, and not many people know about it. Then it's like, oh wow, like if it was just us three and like the host, hell no, because then like you don't feel that human presence, that vibe.
A small summary is that 9 researchers went missing in Russia. And when police found them, they were just found in horrible conditions, bro. Like mutilation, some with their bones shattered, and some guy with their jaw gone, bro. And the report that the police put was that the researchers were killed by an overwhelming compelling force.
no, bro. I've I've read about this. I've seen like videos about this before, and yeah, like it's weird because I mean
Oh, in the mountains. Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yes, I watched the whole docu film on this when I was very little.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was like 9 Soviet hikers died in northern Ural Mountains between February 1 and February 2, 1959. Under uncertain circumstances, they all died. Oh, they established a camp on eastern slopes of Gyotslat-Slakty in the Russian SFSR of the Soviet Union. And then during the night, their tent just disappears. They all flee the campsite all while inaccurately dressed for the heavy snowfall and sub-zero temperature. And
Yeah,
after the
I've I've seen like reasons like why or how they could have died, and like some people put like aliens in the mix that like aliens like or like I guess living in that area of like rural Russia, and like they came across them or something.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you?
what I heard too. Like when I watched that docu thing, I think it was on the History Channel. I don't know. But like it was that like in that area there exists like a an entry gate, I guess, for aliens to
Yeah,
come through when they come out of I'm gonna call it hyperspace because I don't know what else to call it. And like that they encountered them and that they I guess they just didn't want to be found out, right? Because well, they're researchers, and they died. You know, they were killed, murdered.
I
yeah. And then there was another theory that like close by to where they died, there was like a Soviet like nuclear testing site, and like the radiation or no like the radiation couldn't have killed them like the way they died.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, yeah, like one had like fucking no jaw, fucking
oh
flat
yeah,
skull. But here I have
well
some.
maybe, but something like that. That's what I've heard.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Here's some more information about it. Well, after the group's bodies were discovered, an investigation by Soviet authorities determined that six of them had died from hypothermia, while the other three had been killed by physical trauma. One victim had major skull damage, two had severe chest trauma, and another had a small crack in his skull. Four of the bodies were lying in running water in a creek, and three of these four had damaged soft tissue of the head and face. Two of the bodies had missing eyes, one had a missing tongue, one had a missing eyebrows. The investigation concluded that a compelling natural force had caused the deaths. Numerous theories have been put forward to account for these unexplained deaths, including animal attacks, hypothermia, an avalanche, chaotic winds, infrasound induced panic, military involvement, or some combination of these factors. Apparently, Russia opened a new investigation in 2019, and its conclusions were presented in July 2020 that an avalanche had led to the deaths. Survivors of the avalanche had been forced to suddenly leave their camp in low visibility conditions with inadequate clothing that had died of hypothermia. Andrew Kudkov, deputy head of the regional prosecutor office, said that it was a heroic struggle, there was no panic, but they had no chance to save themselves under the circumstances. So apparently, yeah, they suggested that a type of avalanche known as a slab avalanche could explain some of the trigger's injuries. But I feel that, well, despite it being an avalanche, I think there was like, yeah, a lot more damage that
That was
happened.
way more than hypothermia in an avalanche.
Yeah, like
Because
how
no
like
way the cold will make you like lose your eyes or your tongue or rip your jaw off, you know.
no how like
This
how
is true.
So they're for sure they could have been attacked by bears. Bears could do that.
no like
Why
how
is a bear gonna like knowledgeably gonna take your eye out though?
Well, no, like just like trying like kill you, and then that's how they die.
But to the point where like your tongue gets taken out, like that's like done by an intelligent creature that like
And is it
is
like
like
is it just like their eyes sticking out, or is it like their whole face is just like mutilated, or is it just
mm,
like specific features that
yeah,
have been
specific
like
features on
removed?
everyone's like one had no tongue, the other one had missing eyebrows, another had missing two of the bodies had missing eyes.
Hmm.
yeah, that's like
Well, in that
sadistic.
case, yeah, that's like. Hmm. I guess that's where like the theory of like aliens came in. Perhaps
Or
like
just another intelligent creature, you know, like not necessarily aliens, but like something, some natural compelling force.
Apparently, some theories explaining it is that apparently a yeti had was there instead of an avalanche, because apparently with the avalanche there's some evidence contradicting it, because apparently the location where they were at had no signs of avalanches, and that over 100 expeditions were sent to the region and none of them had ever experienced avalanches except for that those 9 researchers that happened, and apparently one of the researchers there too was like an advanced skier, so he knew when when avalanches were gonna happen and everything. And apparently also footprints.
What was the mission?
They were just there to research, I believe, of it. Okay, yeah, they were conducting a winter hiking expedition, aiming to reach the mountain called Corkin. Their goal was to experience an extreme certification and receive certification for their hiking skills. Apparently, that's what was it.
Bro.
But yeah, apparently footprints were inconsistent and everything was like running in panic, either real or imagined danger. Like there's a bunch of things that happen here. But my obvious theory right here is that it's a combination of everything that I stated. Basically, avalanche, fucking cabatic winds, animal attack, infrasound, and hell, maybe even fucking the military was there too.
Yeah, like there was a theory where like the military, I guess, could have killed them, like a training incident or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. Yeah, cabatic winds do have are extreme. While they're like super rare, they can actually like instantly kill people and stuff. And there's infrasound that's capable of
Yeah, but
causing panic
to the
attacks.
point where like you lose body parts and facial features and like come on, like that doesn't just happen by like snow or wind.
Yeah, no, definitely not. There's a site, theolotovpass.com, that has like in-depth stuff, but yeah, no, apparently in Russia they were trying to hush the case, or I don't know what it was, right? But they were trying to hush the case, and there's like it's there's a mysterious flash, which is like um I guess where the theory of aliens came, right?
Mhm.
A good conspiracy theory is that one of the researchers maybe cannibalized some of them, or like started eating people's eyes and tongues out.
Okay, I like that theory.
Or there's another theory
But,
that what Uzi
but
stated.
wouldn't they have food with them?
Well, true. Who
What if
knows?
you just wanted to like
Oh, to eat
maybe
food.
he was psychotic, you know?
Or what if there was like Automel in the group and he just ate all the food?
That's true.
Yeah, no, and I think that like whoa, hold up.
Or when did they find the bodies? Was it like
Look,
months ago?
look. On 15 of 2019, on March 15, they found they found a photo of a dude that is was not a part of the group.
Really?
Yeah. This has a lot of things. Wow. Yeah. I
Well,
think that like cuz like I think it's like extreme conditions can really transport your brain and like how you think. So I believe that one of the guys could have gone like hysteric and just started like going back to I guess primal instincts and just decided to beat everyone up and like murder them, you know?
well, when did
Um
when did they find the bodies? Or like how long was it from when they began until like police came and searched them? Depending on like that, that's probably where I'm gonna draw my conclusion there too. Because like if it said
okay.
they were like 3 months in the cold, maybe they'll explain why some things went missing, and maybe like a little fox went and be like,
Yeah, definitely.
oh, and just
Yeah.
ate an eye.
Mhm. Yeah, like it was only 9 hikers, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, like out of well, apparently there was like initially 10, but one of them like
Mhm. Went
I
back.
do. Yeah. And you think he's the one that killed the others?
Okay, so look, it's January 23. He leaves, and then when he doesn't hear from them, like he leaves January 23rd, and when he doesn't hear from them, um, in February 20, they send out the party, and then it took weeks to find the first five bodies, and then months later they found the rest of them.
So they were they found the body in the 20th day, right? Or in 20 days? Or I repeat the
No.
date?
Okay, so right here on the history.com says that the 10th hiker goes back January 23. A month later, February 20, when they don't hear from them, they send out search parties. Over the next couple of weeks, so that means 2 weeks, I'm gonna give it like 17 days. The first five bodies were what's it called? Were found,
Mm-hmm.
and it says that they were that it was bizarre injuries. One had his knuckle bitten off, like he bit his own knuckle off.
No
Now
shit.
months later, they found four more hikers. Right, the four remaining. Uh, the fractured skull that you mentioned, a twisted neck. Two were missing their eyes, and one didn't have a tongue.
So yeah, they died in around like as soon as it happened, they died either, a month into the fucking well, not even a month because they weren't even they weren't making any um reports back to base or stuff. So they probably either died like on the first week or second week they fucking came, bro. Knowing that would actually go crazy. Like if all of us just go to Tijuana, Mexico, and we never and no one hears from us again,
Probably would that probably would happen if we go to Tijuana.
Yeah, it literally would.
we'll be the
They
next
would.
the we'll be the next off tough pass. It'll be called the Tijuana Pass.
In Mexico.
No, it's named after one
Yeah.
of the
Was it?
guys.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
named
the
from
guy
hiker.
who organized the trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, yeah, like
Imagine.
it wouldn't even be
That's
a
how Lina
conspiracy
está.
theory on what happens to us if we
Go
go
ahead
to
and die.
Tijuana. So yeah, that one's very interesting. How all of them just like horribly fucking died.
But I mean, I guess like if you do get like hypothermic or like at that point like body parts can be easily like ripped off, you know?
Oh, apparently there's radiation detected on some of the hikers' clothing.
Yeah, like that's what I heard because like there could have been like a nuclear testing site in the area.
I mean that's really it. Like it's just that those people who were found in dens had just like you said earlier, physical injuries that aren't really explainable by hypothermia.
Let's see, boys. Well, I have a few more that you guys want to talk about. I guess we can do if you're down for one more or however much you guys want. I have a few more.
However y'all are down for. Just say the topics.
Well,
Let's
we
see if they're
have
interesting.
we have the New World Order. We have
I
giants.
love that one.
We have
Or
professional
like
sports are scripted, and my red is not your red.
oh that was going the are like sports scripted like
I
football
really
games and
like
all
that.
that.
I really like the New World Order, but everyone knows that it's true, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, for sure, like Illuminati and the Freemasons and all that.
The Grove,
Yeah,
all of that stuff real. all of that stuff is like the rich. Have you heard about the theory that like this is all connected by the way that the rich like kill babies and that they drink their blood so they can stay young.
Yeah, like I've heard about the.
That's why like abortion is so heavily like promoted by them,
Hmm.
and like all of this stuff is stuff that benefits them because children, pedophilia, same thing. Children, these the rituals, Satanism, all of that stuff. Because the New World Order uses that to maintain rich, to maintain status, to maintain power.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, whack. And do you think like with like the presidents and whatnot, like that they're all related and they're all like there's only one powerful family that controls like the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a bunch of them that
Yeah,
have an absurd amount of wealth, like the Saudi Arabia family. They go really hard with the money, bro. Some fucking kid was like, "Hey, bro, I want a Ferrari." You know, like, "I, bro, I got you," and just gave them
Oh
the Ferrari.
yeah, I saw the one.
oh yeah, like there's three companies that rule everything: BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street Corporation.
So
They
they
own
control.
like they control everything. They own everything. Like you think they're all going to different companies? No, not really, because everything is owned by those three.
Mm,
They like own everything.
Uh,
I know in like the food industry that like nine companies own every product that's like sold in shelves. Like
Yeah,
like like they all have like different names and shit, and you're like,
but they're
oh,
all the
that's
same.
yeah, like all like into like nine brands or something.
Yeah, it's just because there were so many monopolies, they were forced to split, but they're also controlled by the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
Useless.
but over to Teddy Roosevelt, he tried to do something, but it all fell in the end. Cause yeah, like wasn't Teddy Roosevelt the one that did split up the companies? But
Yeah,
in the end, all now in this today's age doesn't really matter anymore because it's still owned by the same people.
all still owned by the same team.
yeah, the same family still own all that.
And like that amount of wealth, if they just like give, like I heard, like if Elon Musk just give like 1% of his wealth, he can like basically bring the United States into like in a prosperity, or if he just gave a fair share of his money.
Yeah, but what realistically, what self-entitled billionaire would do that?
Really, there's just just a lucky one out of like millions of billionaires that we have.
No, because there's like nice ones. Like I did hear about this one that like paid the tuition of like all the students in New York uh, medical college or something.
Oh,
But
that's so cool.
oh,
Yeah,
I know that one, but it's not. It wasn't actually the billionaire. It was his wife because the billionaire died, and his wife decided to give the money to the people or to the students.
Men should
but
marry good women.
yeah, but still, like there is like some good people that are rich and that will use their wealth to
No,
help
no,
out everyone
not
else.
not all rich people are evil. Fucking don't care about people. Like
No,
there
yeah,
is
yeah.
there is a
God,
fair share of people that do care. It may be small, but there is a lot.
Well, yeah, because like the reason why they're rich is because throughout like their entire business career, like they show no mercy.
Hmm.
If you're nice to like everyone else and competitors, like you're never gonna get like to the top. You're never gonna become rich like that.
Well, true, but like,
So
why have that much wealth? It's not like you're gonna spend all of it, to be honest.
no, for real, you can't.
you know you can.
Because like to a point, like 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 with $1 billion, you get to the point where like you'll buy everything that you wanted, and then but you still have like a lot of excess money. and well, you can't really do much with that besides like
True.
giving it away. Of course, you're not gonna do that because well, they're greedy.
Well, yeah, like also with like how yeah, like how the way that rich people don't pay taxes is that they just put their money like in a bank and they don't take it out. And what they do is like in order if they want to pay stuff, they get a loan from another bank, and then if they want to pay that loan, they get another loan from a bank, and they never have to pay taxes because they never get their own money.
Yeah, they're in debt,
And yeah, it's kind of in that sense, they could pay.
quote unquote, in debt.
Yeah, but yeah, they never pay taxes because they just figured out a way.
Yeah,
And they can always write a bunch of things as tax cutoffs, because they have so much money. The government will be like, yeah, that's believable. But if we do something like that, we're like, you made $20 more here in that day. Te vamos a chingar.
yeah,
Yeah,
and like the government is designed to like benefit the rich. All
yes,
we live in a shitty world. There we go.
All right,
In a world controlled by like 1%.
that is true. All right, boys.
Pretty
So
much it.
I guess that's it. You guys agree? All done.
Yeah,
yes.
All
we
right.
we covered some good theories.
All right, Lucy. You wanna do an outro here?
You know, hear
Yeah, I want
like
to
the
hear
song.
it. Yeah.
All right, ready? Thank you guys for watching. Come back next time. Signing out.